ChatGPT 4.0 just changed cold email forever. I'm going to show you a secret feature that nobody else is using that's going to take your cold email campaigns from looking like this to looking like this. Now what's really crazy is that using this feature will cost you zero additional money, and using this tactic is literally as easy as copy and pasting a prompt. Okay, so what is this secret new feature that I am so excited about? Well, as you know, I've been a cold email software aficionado for the past decade, and since early AI personalization tools have come out, I've tested every single one, and tool after tool, I was left disappointed. They would come up with these bold AI generated sentences like "Go Gators," referring to my college, or "Congratulations on your recent promotion at Otter PR." And everyone saw right through this, and anytime I tested one of these campaigns, they would actually do worse than the cold emails without AI. Now, as a cold email expert, I knew that personalization was the key to a winning strategy. In fact, it's the reason that so many big companies like Salesforce still use humans to send one-to-one personalized emails. They just work better. But now there's a way to get that same level of perfect personalization using AI, and up until ChatGPT 4.0, it has not been good enough to simulate an actual person. And guys, if you're getting value from this video, or you get value, please smash that like button so YouTube shows you more videos like this and less stuff that doesn't make you more money. All right, it all begins with a squeaky clean CSV file full of leads. And the more information that you have about each lead, the better that this AI strategy is going to work. Now, unlike the crappy AI personalizer tools of the past, this strategy will be able to use all of the information about each lead. So if you have a social media bio, or a company description, or a LinkedIn tagline, this strategy is absolutely going to crush. In fact, guys, if you have my 8 million leads that have been scraped from Instagram, these have bios and these have names. All they need is this strategy attached to it, and you'll be able to get their first names, and you'll be able to personalize an email to them. And if you don't have that 8 million leads, the link to grab it is down in the description. It's totally free. But all right, for the sake of this video, let's use a standard export from Apollo.io. And if you want to save on Apollo, use Trusted Leads.io. They'll export the data for pennies on the dollar. All right, so this export will have all the basic information about a contact and their company, and that's going to be enough to get this job done. All right, let me share my screen and show you how it's done. You're going to open up ChatGPT. And yes, the strategy does require you to have a paid subscription. It costs about $20 per month. And if you are in a country that does not allow you to use ChatGPT, then I'm about to change your life. Go to cloudsy.com and launch a virtual server in the United States. I have one of these for each of my virtual assistants. They are super cheap and they work really well for platforms like ChatGPT that can detect use of a VPN. And shout out to all my international subscribers in India, Pakistan, Africa, Europe. All right, now it's time to copy my prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. And if you want to grab a copy for my prompt, you can get that by clicking on the link down in the description. All right, so we're going to go ahead and copy this prompt. I'm going to do it from scratch just so you can see how easy this is. And again, this prompt is going to be available. In the description of this video will be a link. All right, so now I've got ChatGPT. Make sure that it's set to 4.0, the newest and most advanced model. This is the only way this strategy is going to work the way that I'm showing you how to do it. So we're going to paste this prompt right there into ChatGPT 4.0. Now, once it understands your prompt, what you're going to need to do is give it some information about your offer being sold to these leads, whether it's a product, service, or consultation. The more information that you can give it, the better. So I am a PR agency, Otter PR, who helps B2B companies get media coverage in top-tier news publications. We guarantee top-tier coverage every month. This will increase exposure and build social proof. All right, now as you know, ChatGPT can output a bunch of stuff just to refresh you on what it already knows and what it's going to do. Now the next step is to give it your data set. Here is the CSV file. Please output the email in a separate column. I'm just telling it that to re-clarify. Sometimes you have to communicate with ChatGPT correctly. I'm going to upload this very simple export to ChatGPT to see what it comes up with. Now, before I go into the downloaded file and show you the export, let's go ahead and check out the prompt that I actually started with. You are ChatGPT, tasked with writing personalized cold emails based on multiple data points provided in a CSV file. The email should be written in a simple conversational language at a 6th grade reading level. It should be hyper-personalized to the lead and avoid sounding like they were written by AI. The cold email should be 4 to 6 sentences long, starting with a personalized question to pique curiosity and ending with a CTA to reply if they're interested. Avoid using any promotional language or words that could be considered spammy. The email should not contain a signature. Every email should have a different introduction. Ensure proper encoding for a CSV file. And then steps. We're telling you how to understand the offer, to ask questions about the offer, and clarify. Incorporating data points, such as the job role, gender, which it can infer from the name, location, SEO keywords, industry. Use as many data points as you can. Mention something specific about the person, based on the job role. Reference something about the company, such as the industry, trend, or a common pain point in the industry, and use the keywords from the SEO description if available. Include a detail related to the city they are based to show personalized research. Do not mention the city by name. And then email structure. Start with a personalized question that piques curiosity. Body. Keep the language simple and conversational, incorporating personalized elements based on the data points. And the CTA. Included the call to action, asking them to reply if they are interested. Now, I read that to you so that you can adjust it yourself. I just wanted you to understand my prompting. And if you want a copy of mine, again, link down below. All right, so let's see what it came up with here. And I'm hoping it's not perfect so that I can show you why it's not perfect. All right, so here we go. We've got the same sheet, but now it's got this personalized email column right there inside of it. So let's go and see what it came up with in ChatGPT. I'm going to open this up so you guys can see it. Hi, Stuart. You ever wondered about how some companies always manage to stay in the news? As VP of Sales at company name, getting noticed can be a game changer. Many businesses are leveraging guaranteed monthly coverage to boost their exposure and build social proof. Ooh, I'm glad it made this mistake. Even though I gave it the prompt to ensure proper encoding, it still encoded it wrong. As you can see here, it has these funny little characters. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And I'm going to tell ChatGPT, this is why ChatGPT is so cool. It looks like there was an encoding error. I am getting these characters. Please fix it. All right, it looks like ChatGPT did indeed fix it. Check this out. Hi, Christopher. As founder and CEO, have you thought about how can stand out in the computer network security space? Personalized. Our team at Otter PR has helped many companies navigate the challenges of penetration testing, application security, vulnerability assessments, red team engagements, all of this personalized services that they offer. Let's check one more. Again, points to exactly what they do and their pain points. This is a very good personalized cold email. Now, all you have to do is take that CSV file and import it into your cold email sending software, and now you have personalized cold emails in just minutes. And the best part is you can continue to fine tune this. If it's not giving you the right output, you can change the input and it will export exactly what you want in seconds. Did you see how quick that was? Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, holy shit, if I just had a trained AI model that could create perfect personalizations every time without having to give it a bunch of prompts, well, one of the many resources that you're going to get access to as part of my Insiders program is a trained GPT that's going to help you write cold emails as well as create AI personalizations, and it won't have any mistakes because it's been trained over and over by me. In this example, we started from fresh, as you're likely going to be starting. So I wanted to show you how to fine tune it. But if you don't want to fine tune it and you want it to be perfect every time, it will be available to you inside of the Insiders program. Now, the value of this alone is probably at least $300 a month, but you get it free for life as a member of my Insiders program, along with thousands of dollars in additional resources and tradings. And remember, this example that I just showed you is only how to write an entire email using this AI personalization tactic. But often this isn't the best way to use AI personalization. In fact, the best way is to generate specific AI phrases or words that directly relate to your prospect and your offer. And one that I talk about pretty frequently, and I'm gonna continue to bring up, is using AI to find their competitor's name and then plugging that competitor's name in as a cold email subject line or first line to dramatically increase your open rates and replies. Now, that's just one of like 1,000 different tactics that you can use with this AI strategy. But unfortunately, as soon as I talk about one of these tactics on YouTube, it gets widely spread and then abused, and then it stops working. So if you're interested in the other AI personalization tactics, then you've got to get inside of my program. Sorry. Now at this point, you might be asking yourself, Jay, how is this any different than Instantly's AI integration or Clay's AI integration? Well, there's a couple of reasons. So far, there's no integration in the world that I have seen that can use all of the information that you upload and not just the bits and pieces that you tell it to use. See, in Clay or Instantly, you have to say, here's the industry, here's the company name, here's the keywords, versus this just reads and understands everything. Most integrations are also not up to date with the latest models, and if they are not using ChatGPT 4.0, you're going to get trash outputs that do not work. Oh, and I'm not done. You cannot actively communicate with those those integrations like you can with ChatGPT. If you get a bad result from a third-party integration like Clay, you can't simply talk to it and tell it what to fix. You have to change the prompt and run the entire thing over again, and it will have no memory of the previous runs and what you don't like and what it did wrong. And if that wasn't enough reason to believe that this is the monumental secret that I promised you, then remember this. Every time that you run an AI prompt using a third-party integration, it costs you credits, which costs money. But when you do it my way, it's only $20 a month for unlimited personalization. All right, now a couple of warnings before you all go and start abusing this tactic. One, this will not work if your prompts are AI personalization only works if the recipient truly believes that it was personalized by a human. So if you want to start sending bad AI emails, then you're not going to get the same result. Warning number two, if you try and upload contact lists of 100,000 leads at a time and expect ChatGPT or any server to get the job done, then you don't understand servers. Break your data up into smaller chunks so that the servers don't die on you, because ChatGPT will have a hard time processing giant files. Now, what do you do once you have a good output, you have a good result? This will be so easy no matter what cold email sending tool you're using, whether it's Instantly or SmartReach or Reach Inbox. So easy, in fact, that I'm not even going to walk you through it in this video. If you want to know how to use one of those softwares and import data and start a campaign, then watch one of my other videos on how to do that. Now, if you thought this strategy was cool, then the content inside of my paid program is going to blow your mind. But if you're not ready for that yet, you should definitely check out my recent video on how to use ChatGPT to send personalized direct mail that can get close to a 100% open rate. Just click on the thumbnail somewhere on the screen, and for the love of money, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. I'll see you next time.